Hello, hello? Is this thing working? I can never really tell. Hello everybody and welcome back to another stream here on the channel. We are back with some more Berry World SMP. Oh man, honestly, I love my little SMP that I have going on and whatnot. Yes, we have lore today. We have lore today, Yuki. Thank you very much for noticing. Thank you for noticing. Also, I see Ona in the chat, and first time in the chat, Rave. Hey Rave, how's it going? Oh my goodness, this is the first time you've actually chatted in my chat. Oh, welcome to some more Berry World SMP lore. And oh, Mage is here! Mage is here as well. Hello, Mage. Honestly, huge shout out to Rave over here. Rave is like such a boss at art, literally. Just the other day, we did some Hermes lore and they immediately made art for it. And honestly, it's the most amazing thing I've seen. And it like, oh man, Rave, shout out to you. Rave, you have to come into the fan Discord, honestly. Can someone post the command for that in chat, please? So we can get the fan Discord link there. Honestly, you really should join the fan Discord for Berry World. Honestly, I would love to see your art there. It's amazing. But yeah, anyways, guys, while my mod is handling that and whatnot, Cam is also here. Thank you so much. There we go. Thank you so much, Yuki, for the fan Discord link. Thank you. But anyways, guys, today we are back with some more Berry World SMP lore. Today is gonna be a quiet day of lore, but we do have a special guest with us that's gonna be joining us. You may or may not have seen them in, I think, my last Berry World stream. I think it was my last one. But we got ourselves a ghostly new visitor, and if anybody has watched that stream, sadly it's no longer on the Twitch, but don't worry, I'm trying to work on a VODs channel, but you would have known that we met a ghost, and they might seem a little familiar to some of you, especially to the people who you know, watch the Mythos SMP and whatnot, but don't worry, they're not the same person, of course not, seriously. Is it Nikki? No, it is not Nikki. It is not Nikki. But honestly, guys, Lore Talk Supremacy, no. But honestly, guys, welcome back to some more Berry World SMP lore. I'm very excited for today's lore and whatnot. I'm excited for every single kind of lore we do, especially with my next Berry World SMP stream that I'm currently editing and whatnot. It's gonna be amazing, and honestly can't wait for you guys to see all the stuff we have planned and all that stuff. So whether you're from the Mythos SMP community, whether you're from my community, or just straight up in general and whatnot, welcome back. Oh, I am being given my protective eye glasses for my screen. Thank you so much, Cam. I don't know if you heard her in the background, but yeah, there she is. But anyways, guys, thank you all for tuning in. And honestly, I don't want to waste your time any longer. Let's go ahead and get to the lore. Also, hi, Cheese, I see you. Let's get to the lore. Wow. That was quite a bit of traveling, but nevertheless, had to be done. Gonna have to get allies somehow, I suppose. Yeah, I guess I could never really have moments like these. Speaking of which... Kat, you in here? Oh, there you are.
Oh, hey.
How do you feel? Are you getting adjusted to everything?
I guess as well as I can be.
I see. Well, I guess that's more true than anything when it comes to a ghost.
I mean, you also had to go through that, I imagine. What, waking up no idea what's happening and everything's completely different.
Yeah, we all did. And, well, that's just the sad reality. We'll find out things in due time. But in the meantime, it's my specific job to help you get adjusted. And well, I know I've been busy these past few days and I apologize for that, but you know,
It's okay. You've got your own life. And, how goes the effort?
well, so far everything's going according to plan. And
That's
well,
good.
I guess it's time for me to actually show you around. You've been cramped up in this house and I rather feel a little bad.
It's okay. It's a nice house. You've
Oh,
got
thank you.
interesting choice of decoration.
Don't worry about me. Just make sure you close that door.
Oh, sorry.
It's fine, don't worry about it. Well, I mean you saw most of my house from when I did show you it, but I have a nice little walk around area here with a nice little creek waterfall. I don't know how you describe these things. And a bunch of cultivated chickens up there. I'm not entirely sure why they're there.
Are they just attracted to your house or something? I mean, you have a lot of bread in there.
I mean, I guess so. I guess you could say that. I don't suppose you've seen my downstairs, have you?
Not really. I didn't want to pry.
Feel free to pry all you want. I mean, at least I got a working doorbell.
Oh.
It's got a nice chime to it. But yeah, this is my downstairs room. This is where I keep all my stuff. This is where I have dinner with my family if they want to come over and have it. And my kitchen, very rustic in nature, not necessarily a modern kitchen. It'll do though. And
It's
of course,
cute.
of
I like
course, of course, upstairs you saw my bedroom, but we don't need to see that. But down here is my farm. This is where I harvest a lot of wheat to make a lot of bread and other baked goods. Slowly but surely learning the ways of cooking. And of course I got my farm animals, such as cows and my 4 horses. My four horses that I seem to never pronounce right and whatnot. But there's Phobos, right there. This is, I seriously can't say this name. Why did I choose this name? I'm not even gonna try to pronounce it. Then there's Konobos or Konobus, I think. And then there's Flagios.
Hello.
Also, I think it's pronounced Ithon. I have no idea.
Right. Interesting horse.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's rather missing a lot of skin.
I can see that.
But again, that's just part of the weird findings of this new world. Got my well system in my, well, lumber yard. When I'm not getting allies, I usually like chop up firewood.
You've got a really nice place here.
Oh, well, this is where I grew up. Back in the old world. This is where I was born. This is where my mother and father gave birth to me, my 2 sisters, and well, it's nice to at least be here. Of course, there's our little map for everything. Gotta put, I guess I gotta put Ares Acres on that one. So, but I think the one place we can start off with is the closest to mine, which is Dionysus's den.
Right.
That right there is a civilian's home. Haven't seen them in a while, but I think their name was I can't remember. That right there is the inn, the Azur Inn. That is kept by our, well, favorite innkeeper. Her name is Shadow. And don't let her looks fool you, because if you piss her off, she'll throw you out the window.
Oh gosh.
Not just out the building, but out the window.
Well, be sure to not get on her bad side.
No, trust me. She's very sweet once you get to know her. But I don't suppose she has done that to recent people. But Anyways,
I would hope not.
this is the Dionysus's den. This is where we do, well, get-togethers, parties. There's an inn over there. This is where we actually had the election. And that right there is the West
Election?
Gate. Oh, yeah. An election. There was a little bit of a scandal that led to a big election, and, well, this is where it took place, on the dance floor. Of course it was covered up.
Huh.
And there's our nice little tavern. I think it's called Arachne's Tavern. Hope I got that right. Let me actually check. Yep, Arachne's Tavern. And, well, I don't suppose we can go in there and go check it out. There's a chef in the back there that always works here because, well, some of the villagers like to come in here and, well, they like to drink to their heart's content. And if I'm not mistaken, this is where actually Dionysus was with my sister and Fish Boy, or as people like to call him, Poseidon.
So you talk to the gods on a regular basis? You have drinks with them?
It's more like, well, it's more like they're more open to us. Obviously, in the old world, they were
Right.
never a thing because, well, revealing yourself to about 70 billion people would cause a lot of havoc and
Yeah.
craze.
I can
So-
imagine.
So nowadays, they well, they like to come around. They like to do favors with us. We gift them stuff. They give us knowledge, boons, and all that other stuff. But yeah, it's those gods that we were always told about when we were young.
Hmm.
And then
I guess I'm really glad they're here.
yeah, so am I. Even if some of them are not really trustworthy, i.e. my mom. But, you know, nevertheless,
Oh?
she's my mother. I didn't really get into my heritage now, did I?
No, you didn't.
Well, I mean, I did tell you Hades was my uncle.
Right.
I do remember that
Right.
vaguely, but if you must know truly, Demeter, or in some cases Pomona, as we call her, she is my mother, and Pan is my father. And for the longest time, me and my sisters never even knew that.
Wow.
Yeah, try getting that dropped onto you, and then try finding out some new information that's very interesting. I might tell you
Can't
that later.
imagine.
I might tell you that new interesting stuff I just mentioned later. Yeah, my parents are gods, and
Imagine finding out the entire world changed and then finding out you're related to literal gods on top of that.
I mean, it all makes
Wow.
sense. My mother and father kind of left me and my sisters when we moved out, and for the longest time they only talked to me. They never really talked to my sisters, and I can never really understand why.
Hmm.
But that's besides the point. They're here now, and, well, I guess that's that.
Right.
There's the town hall right there. That's where my sister does a lot of her work.
Hmm.
Usually if someone wants to visit her to talk about something, she's usually there. And that right there is the new Apollo's Library. We'll get to go in there afterwards. That place is a breeding ground of knowledge. Then over here is our currency villager, Crisis. He's a very interesting fella. Likes to drink sometimes. And we are in what's known as Demeter's Domain, which, yes, is named after my mother. This is where all of our villagers and residents stay. They're quite noisy. Very, very noisy. And over there is the north entrance, along with the skyway entrance that lets us get across. I still cannot believe that they managed to build that.
It's really impressive.
Not bad for a new world that's been brought back to the Stone Age, I guess. So,
Yeah.
And over here is Pomona's Temple, which is, yes, a worshipping place for my mother. After all, she is the one that grows the grass and gives us the grain. So, might as well give thanks to her. Well, in the meantime, we can go check out this other place here, which is
Right.
Poseidon's Peninsula. But that up there, that is our friend Wyvern's house. He's He's a little bit of a researcher, little bit of an alchemist, and alongside next to his home is the hot springs. So if we ever need to de-stress, there's that.
I see.
And we're now entering Poseidon's Peninsula. This is where we keep all of our shops and our stables, which those are the stables right there. And then over here,
Those skeletal horses.
oh yeah, there's quite a bit. We have no idea why they're a thing, but we can only
I couldn't tell you either.
give thanks to the villagers. And, well, this is where we keep all our shops. A lot of villagers are intelligent enough to have their own professions, so we made them a couple shops, and this is where we like to keep them. We got we got some iron golems, and we got pretty much everything. Looks like someone forgot to close the damn doors to the produce shop. But yeah, there's a lot of things here. There's produce, there's a blacksmith, fish shop, and surprisingly, there is someone who works in pyrotechnics.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I had no idea that was a thing either. But next to that, more concerningly, is
more concerning than pyrotechnics?
is our winery. You wouldn't want to put a winery next to a pyrotechnic area.
Oh, no.
But it is what it is, I guess. But yeah, this right here is this is our winery. This is where we make alcohol, or our buddy Evan at least does. He has a little bit of a job here.
I sincerely hope nothing's burned down.
No, not in a million years would we let something like that happen.
That's good.
And last but certainly not least is the Oasis Shrine. This right here is a shrine for all the gods, specifically the ones that, well, are on the Greek pantheon. And, well, I'll go ahead and show you everybody. These are every single one of the gods that are on the pantheon. These are the ones that mainly run every single thing we know about life. From Aphrodite, Apollo, Demeter, my mother, Athena, Artemis, Dionysus, Hades, Hera, Hermes, Pan, Ares, Poseidon, Hephaestus, and Zeus. These are the ones that have been around for so long, besides the primordials themselves. The person you specifically saw, Thanatos, he's a chthonic god. He's the chthonic god of death. And speaking of the gods, they've just decided to rain on our parade more. Thanks a lot, Zeus. But this right here is more of a place where you can worship all the gods. And, I mean, hell, you could even summon them there, too.
Oh.
I didn't want to get the suit wet, but I guess it is what it is, so we might as well. It's fine, it's fine, it's not your fault. I don't want to disrespect the gods, because, well, you know what happens when that happens.
I can't imagine anything good.
You wouldn't want to disrespect a god in a place of their own worship. There's consequences to those kinds of things. And, well, even if I'm the child of two of them, and, well, the nephew of a few of them as well, I'd rather not disrespect them.
Does that make you godly yourself?
That's what makes me what's known as a godborn, Cat. I'm what's known as a godborn. Now, depending on everything, there's a theory that me and my sister had proven right recently. It turns out that some of the gods that we just saw are not actually who we expected them to be.
What's that mean?
That means history itself is not actually what we thought it was. It turns out that certain gods never truly existed back in those times, and most of, if not all, their tales are fabricated to protect the secrecy of the true nature of them.
So what's that mean for their actual nature?
It means they're here, with us. And, well, I don't mean to freak you out, but you're looking at one of them. My name is Justin, but my real name is Ares. And my sister is Athena.
Do I have to bow?
No.
Anything?
That's not how it works. I'm just telling you this.
Right. Wow.
I know, it's not exactly what screams war god, but it all makes sense. My sister is Athena, the goddess of wisdom and war strategy. And before you say anything, no, we don't have magical powers here. I'm gonna stand under the tree. We don't have some sort of magical power that allows us to throw mountains and summon fire from our mouths, but we do have one little thing that I guess appeals to us more than others. And well, at the moment, it's not just me and my sister Yuki, but our other sister is technically a godborn as well, but we have no idea who she is. It's only a matter of time before we find out. But if you think it couldn't even get any more crazier, there's apparently 9 of us in total. 9 godborns that walk pretty much among our ranks.
My goodness.
And it's surprising, but at the same time it's shocking. All those tales that we were ever told about were just lies. And it was only a matter of time before we found out. I mean, hell. It turns out that Persephone was never the daughter of Demeter, my mother. It's actually her sister. The slightest detail is what gets me the most.
Huh.
And well, I guess there's only a matter of time before we learn everything. So
I guess it's not a bad thing that I wasn't very well versed in Greek mythology, because I guess that's all thrown out the window.
For the most part, from what we've been told, most of history is real. But there's only a few bits that don't exist. They're good stories nonetheless. Some of them, but
Of course.
there are a few bits that I wish didn't exist, but it's what has to happen. It's what has to be. But I just never thought to think in a million years that I'd be Ares. But I guess it makes sense now. Every time I've ever intimidated someone, they've always seemed to just cower away, and now I know why. I never thought I would be that kind of person, but I guess that's what my true nature is. And I guess I just gotta live up to it. Well,
If that's what you want to.
well, I have a job to fulfill, and one of those things is definitely finding out your answer, which I will do. I don't think I've stressed that enough.
Thank you.
But I think one thing we need to definitely get out of the way is to truly find out what you really are. Because, well, I'm not entirely sure what to accurately call you. I could be calling you the complete wrong thing from the start. And, well, there's only one person I think knows that can help me out with that. And that's my sister herself. If I'm not mistaken, she's been in the library for the most part, so I guess you get to see the Apollo's library. The library itself is named after the god of the sun and knowledge itself, music, fine arts. He's quite the fella from what I've been hearing.
That's so pretty in here.
Yep, the villagers did a very nice job on this one. Whenever we need something built this big, they usually tell us. And well, down here's our lobby with our rule book, if you want to take a look at that.
Right.
Hold on, I'll get it for you. There you go.
Sorry. In order to keep the library up and running in a well-respected shape of manner, all visitors are to read over and follow the following rules. Rule 1. All books in the library are to stay in the library at all times. We're not allowed to take books home nor steal them from the library itself. Please maintain a low-level voice. It's requested that all visitors maintain a low-level voice out of respect for others who are reading. Rule 3. Disrespect of the gods or any other person is not allowed. Any down-talk of the gods or other visitors is not allowed under any circumstance. Rule 4. No destroying books or library property. Destroying property of the library will result in severe punishment. Rule 5. No business shall be conducted in the library. Any and all matters that are not involved with the library shall not be conducted here.
Pretty basic rules, especially that last one. That means if someone's spying on someone or plotting to kill someone in this place, that's a no-brainer. That's a big
Yeah.
Here, you can put that back now. Yeah, we'd rather not have visitors come in and, well,
Of course.
disrespect
That's
this place.
understandable.
Considering the fact that this place is, well, soon to be blessed by the god Apollo himself. Yeah, we'd rather not have blood spilled here. But we can go down now. So
Alright.
we're gonna go into the library itself. We're gonna go to level 3. This is all things Aphrodite and Apollo. Oh, I didn't realize that someone was here. Hey, Ona.
Hi, Justin, and
Hi.
Oh, this is this is kind of awkward. I guess you weren't expecting to see a spirit.
oh, fun.
Sorry. Hi. I'm Kat. It's a pleasure to meet you.
I'm sorry, back up, Spirit. You mean she's dead?
Yes, Ona, she's not alive.
Ah, okay.
There's an explanation. Don't freak out. They're really
I promise I'm not gonna hurt you.
yeah, she's completely harmless.
Okay.
I don't particularly even know how I would, so, if that makes you feel any better.
I found her in the Orlade Lighthouse, and I made a promise to her that I'd figured out how she died before she passes on. So that's why she's here.
Okay. I'm not even gonna ask any questions because I don't think I want to know.
I can leave if you want.
No.
I'm sorry if
no.
I'm making anyone
No,
uncomfortable.
Cat. It's completely fine. It's just, it's all new stuff to us. We were all shocked when the gods appeared to us. It's just something that we're gonna have to get used to.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you're okay with this, right, Ona?
I mean, I've met quite a few gods on Godborn, so I don't care at this point.
I see. Well, I'm just here showing them around, and looks like you've been reading up on Eros and Psyche, huh?
Yeah. It is an interesting tale.
Yeah.
Considering as I've never known anything about Greek, this... Yeah.
Yeah, Eros and Psyche is a very interesting tale. I guess you could say it's half tragic, half good. You know, it's got a good ending to it.
Well, I guess I'll see, because it's 33 pages long.
Yeah, you can thank my sister for that one. She's been writing like crazy.
I can tell.
Well, Kat, this is a good time to actually tell you about the whole concept of the library. Well, one half is Aphrodite, the other one is Apollo, as you can tell by their symbols and signs. It's like this for the next few levels until we get to the bottom. Our aim for the library is to preserve Greek history and, well, other forms of history that are accurate. After all, considering the fact that the gods are a thing, specifically the Greek ones, we thought it would be very noble of us to preserve their history for generations.
Worthy cause.
Yeah, we have quite a few reads. If you ever want to pray to Apollo, there's a specific manuscript you can recite here. And then there's a song in there as well, written by, I think it's written by him himself. I'm not entirely sure. Then over there we have 2 books. One is a prayer to Aphrodite if you want to ever summon the goddess of love, and Eros and Psyche, the story of those 2, which is quite an interesting read. I will say that. You gonna come along, Owner, or are you just gonna stay there and read?
I mean, if you want me to.
I mean, I certainly don't mind if you join me.
I'm gonna put the book back.
Well, I guess you could say this is now a good time to basically, well, you know, get used to everything. Level 4 is Demeter and Dionysus. We don't have any particularly big books on them just yet, so we'll go on to the next level. Next level is Hades and Hera. So we do have some books for Hades. We have Theseus and Perseus. I can never get his name right, but you know, there's a book on him and Theseus. And then there's Hades and Persephone, which is, well, the original story of how they came to be. Prometheus, thank you, Yuki, in my chat. Sorry. Prometheus. There we go. No particular stories on Hera just yet, but we have met her before. She seems like the kind of god that has had it with certain people's shit, but yeah. And then down here is Hermes and Pan. No particular stories for these 2 just yet, which is kind of interesting, considering the fact that I heard from I heard that Hermes has kind of been watching this place for a bit. I guess Apollo decided to send Hermes out to keep an eye on this place until it's sacred, obviously.
Allow him here.
Well, I mean, you'll have to tell me all about that. And then down here,
Hit the chandelier.
down here is Poseidon and Zeus. Of course, we have no stories about these 2 yet, but I'm sure we're gonna get some soon. Definitely, because those 2 are practically a part of every story.
I can imagine.
Then the next floor is the Olympian tales, which, you know, this is where a lot of Olympian tales, well, will be, such as, well, the Trojan War. That's a good example, I guess, and all things Olympian based. And right there is the statue of the Apollo's lyre, or lyre, however you pronounce it. And that right there is a quote from Apollo's temple, or from Apollo themselves. It reads, "Know thyself, nothing in excess." Grecian.
Okay.
It's something that he would always say, apparently, and it's something that was also inscripted on his temple back in the old world. Well, of what it was. So, I think we're going to go ahead and go on to the last level, which is the Chthonic Tales. This has to do with everything underworld based, so.
Right.
The remains no burden, no further debts to be paid. At last can rest his weary bones. The weight of the world all falls away in time. Oh, sorry.
I see you've been practicing as much as I have.
That was
Well-
really lovely.
Oh my
Oh,
goodness.
Yuki, that's yeah, this is
Sorry,
this
I
is a good time
keep
to actually show you.
Forgetting that
Aren't
it's
you
not
lovely?
exactly
Well.
Here, come on over here, Kat. Come on,
Let me take a look at you.
Hello?
Yuki. This is Kat. This is the ghost I was telling you about.
This is a ghost?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, definitely ghost. Sorry about that. I just wanted to make sure that you weren't the person covered in paint.
I don't think I am.
Though I would say, I will say this right now, but her skin is definitely cold. Like you can just hover your hand over it, over where her arm should be, and that's already fine. But like, oh my, this is so fascinating. Oh, by the way, she's not a
what?
ghost.
Really?
What?
No, ghosts are more see-through. She's not a ghost.
Then, well, I mean, that's another reason why I wanted you two to meet each other, because, well, you would know more about this stuff than I do.
If I'm not a ghost, then what exactly am I?
Well, you're kind of a type of shade, but the appropriate term for you is, considering that I can't see through you and you literally have a physical body, you are known as a phantom.
A phantom, huh?
Yeah.
Interesting. Well, I guess a phantom it is.
I didn't know there were different types of spirits.
I mean,
There's different types
I
of
didn't either.
there's different types of shades, yeah. There's there's three basically types of like poltergeist, I guess you could say, where there's the ghost, the basic stuff. The ghosts can kind of show up, but they're see-through, like you can barely see them and their face is hidden usually. And they can move objects. You're not moving a single object and you have a physical form. You're kind of bluish and your skin is cold to the touch. Like
Well,
it's
I
literally
mean-
ice.
I mean, they can pick up items, but
They can pick up items. Yeah, that's not something a ghost can do like themselves. You can't watch them do that. They're more like levitating stuff.
Oh, I see.
I don't think I've ever managed to do that, so yeah.
Well,
Oh yeah.
even then, I've seen you fly and go through walls and everything, so.
Pretty much, yeah. So she's a phantom. There's the shades, which is usually found in Elysium. Well, depends on which shade you are. Elysium, Tartarus. What's the
Asphodel?
other one? Asphodel. Thank you.
Yeah, there you
I always
go.
forget how to say that one.
Where did you learn how to figure this kind of stuff out?
I was the bookworm kid.
That's true. That is very true. You do know a lot about this stuff. But yeah,
Remember kindergarten? Ever since I was little, I would read books in the corner. And probably why I was subjected to bullying, but haha, jokes on them. I passed every
yeah.
quiz.
well, I mean, not only did you pass every quiz, but of course you had Big Bro to, well, keep on your back, so.
Oh yeah. Anyways, it's fascinating. Kind of scary, but more fascinating to me.
Oh no, you trust me, you should have
Um,
seen Soul. She was freaking out.
Oh yeah, I bet. But she's very pretty.
I didn't mean to scare anyone. I just really wanted to get someone's attention, and
It's fine.
I
Hey,
don't-
you got our attention. It's completely fine, honestly.
Right. Yeah. Right.
I mean,
Question, by the way, are you some sort of scientist?
I was. I don't remember what I researched, but
she can't even remember how she died, so I promised I would figure
I-
out how she died before she decides to move on.
that's really all I remember.
Well, we're probably gonna have to find her place of death, which is really
Yeah.
difficult.
Yeah, but I promised her I would do this, and I just don't think it's right that she doesn't know how she died. But what we do know
But yeah,
is
no,
that
she'll never move on that way if she doesn't know how. They can't accept souls like that without unfinished business.
that's
Oh.
exactly what I was gonna get into. She's here on unfinished business, and well, apparently she's spoken to Thanatos.
Mm-hmm.
Ah, the god of death.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Oh,
yeah.
at least you bartered with the god of death. That's not usually something that happens. You usually talk to Uncle Yiddies. But yeah, you're a lucky one. You are a very lucky one. He would have just taken you regardless. But I guess but considering that you don't know how you died, he probably took pity on you, which is usually the case for Thanatos. So
That's good. I'm glad.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, they can't send you away when you when you don't know why.
Well,
That you're
That's-
chained to
that's a
this
fair point.
You're bound to this world until you actually figure it out. Then he'll come
I-
get you and then probably bring you down there. And then
I see.
yeah.
well, even then, I've just been catching Cat up here since I have the free time. I've been too busy gathering allies for our world order and all that stuff, but I finally managed to have the time to actually show around Haven, and well, I'm trying to get her adjusted to a lot of other things.
Is she
and,
staying here?
Well, yeah, she's living with me in my house at the moment.
Oh, well, I have an idea. But what she could do is, if she's bored or something, because she can't just stay in your house and do nothing all day.
Yeah, of course not. That's what I've been trying to figure out, but
Considering that you brought her here, she's not bound to any particular place, which is good. At least she can walk around, and phantoms don't really get hurt in the rain, so...
well, I mean, if you're gonna
Could
find
have
out where
gotten
you
hurt in the
died,
rain.
Oh yeah, you have to move. Yeah, obviously. She's bound to the entire world. She's not bound to like a particular place.
Yeah, of
Unlike
course.
ghosts.
of
Unlike
course.
ghosts. That's usually the
That's
case for
good.
ghosts.
Well, I mean, yeah, if you're gonna find out where you died, you need to have access to everywhere, if that's the case.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that's the difference between a phantom and a ghost. You're not bound like that. When you walked in here with her, I already figured out that she wasn't necessarily a ghost because she would have been bound to the particular place that you were at
Ah, I see.
when you found her. If she could walk outside and freely roam, that's a phantom.
Well, she had been hiding in Orlade's lighthouse for quite a bit before we found her. So.
Oh yeah, see, so she couldn't have gone out if she was a ghost. So she's a phantom,
Huh. Well,
I'm
definitely.
that's good to know.
glad, I guess.
Oh no,
I-
trust me, being a phantom is luckier than being a ghost. Being a ghost sucks. You can't barely do anything, and it's not that interesting. Phantoms are though.
Well,
But I haven't. Well, what's she been doing the entire time? Just staying at your house?
well, I've been catching her up on to speed, like with a lot of the things that has happened. I just now showed her a tour of everything in Haven.
Mhm.
She knows about the election. She knows about the new government. She knows about practically everything that
Oh,
we know.
Right. Hang on. I forgot to introduce myself. My name is Yuki, by the way. I'm her sister, the second born, and your current ruler.
Oh,
Well, president. Your current president.
do I bow to?
No,
do
no.
Do I bow to her?
No, you don't. It's completely
Okay.
fine.
It's
Um,
fine. You don't need to bow. You don't need to bow. I'm just
Um,
very, very fascinated at the fact that we have a ghost. Well, ghost. Sorry, phantom. Sorry.
But anyways, what was
I'm
your idea?
glad.
Oh yeah. Well, if she's gonna stay here, you know the rules, right? You have to stay here. You gotta play your part in the economy or in Haven. I have an idea for her. It's actually a
Alright.
recent problem I've been having, considering the fact that the royal guards are, roaming Haven entirely, but we don't particularly have anybody here to watch over people trying to grab books.
Are you sure about that?
Hmm?
I mean,
You know what I'm trying to do.
I
see,
mean,
right?
I've seen Hermes come in and out of this place, and I just assume
yeah.
that he's kind of overseeing this place. And,
Well,
I
yeah.
think Ona just confirmed that with me as well, but
Oh
I
yeah,
guess
but the thing is, we can't always have rely on a god. Sure, we're gonna have a blessing, but it's more of a blessing of knowledge than anything, instead of a blessing of keeping this place guarded. I think this has just been blessed in general, so that people don't desecrate it or set it on fire.
that is true. I mean, after all, I
But
guess Hermes is here. I guess Hermes being here is just to keep an eye on things for
yeah,
Apollo himself.
exactly. But we do need like keeping an eye on this place is not the problem. The problem is making sure people not steal books, because for the love of God, it's handwritten in ink. It's a book
Yeah,
in
that is
quill.
true. That is true. I'd rather
I
not
have to write things with quills.
I'd rather not have to throw someone in jail and crack someone's skull open because of a little book. So, I see
Well,
your
that's
point.
that means we need a librarian, and she's not doing anything. If she's planning to stay here, she needs to work. So
You trust me to do that?
Of course. I mean, would people want to mess with a phantom?
I
Probably
suppose
not.
not.
Yeah, so you can work here. I'm pretty sure you'll have like lots of fun too. There's like books here. You can go out.
Right.
Yeah, quite a
lots
lot
of
of
places.
people come to here.
I'm assuming you showed
that's-
her around, right?
Yeah, I showed her the rest of the levels before we bumped into you.
Oh, all right. Then it's then you're well versed about the places. Then, well, yeah. If you want, the job's yours.
I'd love to. I'm very grateful. That's really generous.
Well, well, you know, if people plan to stay in Haven, they're gonna get a good life. All I want is that you just, well, just remain loyal. I guess you could say.
Of course. If you're all gonna help me, then I should repay the favor.
Well, yeah. I mean, it's like the old saying goes, you know, you scratch our back, we'll scratch yours. And well, I mean, obviously, I'm gonna be helping you out, so you know, helping us out is a big generosity.
Yeah.
Mhm.
One that I'm willing to take on.
Anyways, having a librarian in here isn't so bad. You know,
I
at least they
mean-
can keep an eye on the place, read a few books, making sure people follow the rules. What
That is
better,
true.
what better librarian
nice
than a
here.
phantom?
True, very, very true.
I mean, would you want to mess with a library phantom?
I mean, not particularly, no.
As you know, as docile as she is, if she's as gentle as a flower, people can still be a bit wary about messing with with a phantom that they don't know, with a being that they don't know.
Oh no, trust me.
Suppose.
Trust me. If anybody tries to mess with her, they'll get a knock on my door. And
Oh,
let's
yes, of
just say I'll
course.
gladly open up to that one. Because, well, that's the thing about it. Why would you want to mess with someone like this?
Of course. Why would you want to mess with anyone in general from Haven? Yeah,
We've got class, but we won't hesitate to kick your ass, so.
pretty much. I like that new slogan, by the way. I don't know who came up with it, but it's a good slogan.
I didn't come up with it. Could have been one
Oh,
of the
no, it
villagers.
wasn't me. It could have been one of the villagers, yeah.
Or it could have been you.
It's not me. It wasn't me.
Yeah, we have good laughs here as well. And, well, there's a couple new books over there as well. if you
This
wanna
place is
take a look
known
at any
as
of
the-
those.
Yeah, and this place is known as the biggest and safest colony, so
A free city,
Yeah.
but, you know,
free city.
there are rules in free cities.
Of course.
Of
Just
course.
don't break anything you touch.
It's common sense, basically.
Oh, yeah.
Indeed. Glad we can see eye to eye on that one.
Hmm.
Nowadays, trust is very weary, but, you know, you gotta work with what you got.
I've been
Has-
kind of at the moment. I've kind of just been having a hard time looking for that particular place I was told about.
Oh, you mean the tree.
I haven't found it yet. Thing's hard to find.
Do you
I'm
want,
trying to look at the closer islands, but you know.
do you want me to send out Bentley and his villager group and have them find out where it is?
Oh yeah, sure. I don't mind that. I might need all the help I can get.
Yeah, of course. I mean, did Apollo say anything about getting help to find the island?
No, he never said any specified thing. He just said to write her story, and I want to be as accurate as possible if I'm going to be handwriting this with quills of all things.
Did Hades,
God, I was-
did Uncle Hades give you any sort of like beginning information?
All he mentioned is that the tree is shielded or blessed by the Olympians, so trying to cut it down is such a bad idea. It's not a common tree. I kind of figured out it was a laurel tree, so it's probably a lot bigger than the regular trees.
I see. So it stands out, yeah. That's what you
It
told me the
stands
first
out.
time.
So, and I don't think it would be in any forest.
Yeah.
because that's just a bad idea.
I mean, you
in
said
general.
yourself it's on an island, right?
Yeah, it's probably going to be an island alone. If they really wanted to keep people away from this thing, it's probably got to be on the most isolated island you can ever think of. And there's several of that around the world.
Well, I mean, I could talk to Bentley and see if he can send some villagers out to keep an eye out on things.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I mean, Bentley at this point has become the king of villagers. He practically knows every single one of them.
Mm-hmm. Bentley's gotten popular. But anyways, you should probably talk to your phantom friend. I feel like they
mean-
wanted to say something to you.
Hmm?
Did you not want to say something?
I've got to be honest, I completely forgot.
That's
No,
quite
that's fine
alright.
then.
It'll come back to you in due time. So, well, I mean, if there's anything you need from me and my sister, you could always just ask us and whatnot.
I'm
Thank
mostly
you.
at the town hall. We haven't had a meeting in the council in a while. By the
Hmm.
way, we need to start that up again.
Oh, the town hall?
No, not the town hall. I feel like we should start making a list for people on the Queen's Council.
I'm already 10 steps ahead of you, sis.
As much as I want the entire world order to be informed, I'd rather not risk, any rebellion
You could
minded
say
people.
that again,
In the
sis.
So I decided to choose a few selected people who I believe I can trust to be part of the Queen's Council. You
I
understand
guess-
that, right?
I
The
mean,
trouble's
of course I
gotten
do.
that bad. I mean, you mentioned that there was some suspicious stuff going around with the election. What's going on?
Well, it turns out there's quite a few people that are not really fond of the results. And because of that, there's suspicion of not only treason, but rebellion. And well, when rebellion comes, we have to be prepared for it. So me and my sister have been actively seeking out people to be on our council. It almost feels like the American Revolution all over again.
Oh yes, and I'd gladly play this game, right? It's like a game of hide and seek. Very entertaining, if I do say so myself.
I mean, is there really a game if one side is already won?
Oh, that's the fun thing about the games, brother. See, games can be turned around, and I do like the struggle.
You could say that again. But yeah, the possibility of a rebellion is kind of drawing in suspicion, so in order to protect our places and our families and, well, everything we've ever worked for, we're gathering allies and, well, particularly you wouldn't be a part of that, obviously, because, well, your stuff is very separate. I'd rather not bring you alongside a war that you can't fight, sadly, so.
Right.
I mean, if there even is one, but who knows? Life itself is full of mysteries.
With our numbers, we don't have to worry about losing a war.
Oh yeah, oh no. Sorry about that all. I know you've been standing here this entire time, so it must have been very awkward.
Fine. I'm used to being quiet, so.
It's quite alright.
Oh yeah, what is it that you wanted to say to Justice? I have sharp
What,
ears,
me?
girl. Yes, I have sharp ears. And your voice echoed down that stairway, so.
I mean, is there something you want to ask me?
Think so? If I did, I forgot it.
There was something about Hermes.
Oh, yeah, he flew up and hit the chandelier. I don't know.
Oh.
He
didn't say
did?
it was broken, but yeah.
I think
By accident,
well,
but
it wasn't
it
broken
was
when I came down here. In fact, actually, one of them looks more shinier than the other, which I'm assuming that's the part that was replaced.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
probably hard. Can you see that from over there, Kat?
I can, yeah.
Don't hit it yourself.
Okay, yeah, that's right. Let's try not to hit heads on chandeliers.
Yeah, that would be preferable.
But honestly, I don't think I've been told very much. You said you had an encounter with Hermes.
Any new developments, information that you would like to tell us, Ona?
Well, when me, Sky, Ellie, and Sin, for some reason, well, he informed us the Godborn thing, so I didn't have too much of a big
Wait a minute,
reaction.
Can you say that part again?
Which part? The Godborn?
The Godborns.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, I had already said it to you upstairs.
I guess I'm really forgetting things, aren't I?
Also, she said Uncle Hades, so it's kind of easy to piece together.
Well then.
Tell me, by the way, was there any mentions of who the Godborns are in particular? I'm assuming if Hermes came down here, which is very, very unlikely that they needed somebody from Hermes, considering this is a library and it's not really his strong suit.
I mean, from what he said, Apollo had asked him to just check things out.
Yeah, I kind of figured as much.
No new information, not at all. Don't lie to me,
I
Ona.
can remember right now. I'm not.
Well, I mean, I just hear the word Godborn, and well, I kind of get all giddy about it because, well, it's kind of another thing we're trying to seek out is who the Godborns are.
Well, I mean, yeah, there's 9 people around here who are children of gods. It's kind of, interesting.
So you really have no idea who the rest of them are?
Sadly, no.
Not even a few people that came down here and started checking out the place for information.
Nope.
I'm sure I'll find out information soon.
I mean, he did jokingly say it was Hypnos, but I don't know who the fuck that is.
Hypnos.
Oh, God of the Sleep. God of the Sleep.
You know what?
Which would explain
I sleep a
clean
lot.
your eye bags. But nothing else, are you
Thank you.
sure?
Nope.
You look to the left.
Oh, I didn't. I looked at your face.
You look to the left. Your eyes shifted to the left.
I was clearly staring at your face.
Oh no.
But okay.
Oh no. Oh no. Alright. I like you a lot, alright? But please, if there's something else to all of this, tell us. I mean, we're all here together, right? We should be telling each other everything. Everyone needs to be kept in the loop, right?
I mean, yeah.
Well, I would love to spend all my time here, but I guess I really have to check out. So.
I'll go on. I might actually head out as well to the town hall, continue my paperwork. Just to remind you where your loyalties lie. I won't. If you hesitate with me in any shape or form, I won't hesitate to bring you down. Just a reminder to those that are not completely loyal.
Things don't need to be very difficult if you tell the truth. Keep that one in mind, Ona. My trust with you is, well, I'd rather not lose it.
Fair.
You could have it all, as long as you play your cards right. Anyways, Kat, let's go.
All right.
Sorry you had to see all of that.
No, it's fine. I'm just sorry if I was intruding in any way. That sounded important.
It's fine, it's fine. You were just... I guess you could say you were caught in the crossfire, but Nowadays, people tend to lie. And, well, me and my sister really don't particularly take kind to that. And, well, I
Why would
guess,
people need to lie?
again, it's all about trust. There's certain people that are probably planning my sister's takedown, and, well, that's
Jeez.
just how the world is, Kat. It's harsh, to say the least.
Well, of course, but I don't see what their problem with her is.
Nor do I. The problems really started to arise when we implemented Pandora's Law, and, well,
What's that?
it's a law that benefits everybody. Basically, every single nation will have an industry, and on a bi-weekly basis, they will use that industry to provide to all of the world an equal amount. And, well, I guess you could say that's a form of tax. And of course, when anybody hears the word taxes or taxing or tax itself, people tend to get all loose about it. And, well, that's exactly what's happening. People hear the word taxes and they immediately think the worst, even though they look fucking ridiculous in the process.
Yeah, I will say that is a bit of an overreaction. I mean, it's just playing your part, right?
It is, yes, of course. Great minds think alike. The reason we wanted this to be a thing is because, well, my sister has a vision that she wants the world to be equal. But of course, people won't give her the chance to speak because they hear the word taxes and they immediately think that everything that they have is going to just go to waste. Which is the most stupidest reason to ever even think of such a ridiculous thing. And, well, let's just say if people decide to rebel, then there will be exponential consequences. I have a little bit of a prison being made over in Antarctica. Incarceration cells are being discovered, which...
Antarctica?
Yeah, it's best to put people like that in jail. Because, well, I'd rather not see this library get blown to bits because some people thought that taxes were, well, the root of all evil.
Of course.
No, the root of all evil is, well, the person themselves. Depending on who and what kind of person you can be depends on how evil you truly are. But you, I don't see evilness in you. I see a bright-minded individual that just wants to help until they decide to pass on.
Thank you. That's exactly what I intend to do.
Uh,
You have my loyalty.
Thank you, honestly. And you have mine as well. I will find out your answer,
Thank you.
even if it takes me to the end of time. But in the meantime, I guess you can start exploring this library. There's probably not much that we showed all of you.
And there are plenty of books to get my hands on.
Indulge in, get knowledge, of course. And there's only more to come as well. My sister writes every single one of them by knowledge. Well, there was some stuff I wanted to talk to my sister about, but I guess I'll do that later when she's not busy. But in the meantime, if you want to stay here, please do, but you know,
I think I will.
whenever you're ready to come back and, well, rest up a bit. I'm not entirely sure if phantoms do that, but in case it is a thing, you can always come
Not
back to my
entirely
house.
sure myself.
Well,
It seems like Yuki knows more about me than I know about myself.
well, maybe she could tell you a thing or two. But yeah, in the meantime, you can keep watch of this place, of course. I guess it's your newfound job.
Of course.
And, well, if you do ever decide to get tired at some point, I could always possibly take your place, or you could just come back to the house and, well, rest up. If that is a thing, like I said.
That's very generous. Thank you.
Yeah, of course.
Been nothing but generous this entire time.
And some people think I'm a madman. Could you believe that?
I couldn't, no.
Well, there's a lot of people you'll meet in this world. Some you may trust, some you may not. But at the end of the day, we have each other, isn't that right?
Yeah. We have each other.
Well, I'll leave you to the library. If you're... Well, I don't need to repeat myself, obviously.
Good luck.
And good luck to you as well.
Thanks.
You're absolutely welcome. More god burns, huh? Ona's definitely keeping something from us. But what entirely that is a little bit of a mystery. But honestly, I think I should talk to my sister later about that whole discovery I made recently with a particular coal miner and their brother. But, well, I don't suppose those two have a tie-in, but wouldn't be too far-fetched to think, but I'll talk to her about that later. In the meantime, I should probably go rest up. I've been on the move for so damn long. And well, as the newly found god of war, I guess the best battles are going to be fought with some rest in mind. Can't believe I'm the god of war. I can feel the power coursing through my veins. Home sweet home. This is going to be quite the adventure. And that is gonna do it for today's lore. Oh my goodness, guys, that was so great. Honestly, guys, thank you so much for tuning in to this late night lore stream on the Berry World SMP. And honestly, I'm very excited for the next stream I'm doing, because literally I've been editing like crazy and whatnot, because it's a pre-record and whatnot. Your character is so pretentious. I love it. Indeed, he's honestly a complete polar opposite to my Mythos character. If you couldn't tell already. We love Justin. Thank you so much, Ona. Thank you so much. Honestly, I'm honestly glad that you guys like the character. I really do, like, you know. Thank you guys so much. Also, thank you, Rave. Thank you so much, honestly. Rave, I hope you joined the fan Discord. I'm gonna check right now if you joined the fan Discord. Aha, you did. Yes, you did. Yes. Oh, you immediately started posting your fan art. I see all of that in there. Honestly, welcome to the Discord. Welcome to the Discord. And for anybody else in chat who wants to join the Discord and whatnot, and, you know, get more Berry World SMP stuff, can my moderators please do the commands in chat, or at least link the Twitter and the official fan Discord, because we have both an official Twitter and an official fan Discord. You can find those through the commands, or my moderators will post them in chat. Thank you so much, Yuki, for, you know, posting that. There is the SMP Twitter, so, you know, you can hit us up with a follow. And then there's also the fan Discord. What's the command for the fan Discord? It is oh no, we don't have a command for that, do we? Do we? Oh my goodness, I did I not make one? I did not. I am so sorry. You're gonna have to link it. I'll make a command for that later. I am so sorry. I am so sorry about that. Nice. Yeah, I know. Good old Justin, you know, doing all this stuff. There we go. There's the fan Discord. So if anybody in chat or who is viewing the stream wants to, you know, check us out and whatnot, that is the official link to the fan Discord. We have a theory chat. We have a fan art chat. We have an art central chat. We have a lot of stuff. I joined just as if it ends. That sucks. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay, Scooty. It's okay. Don't worry about it. You can watch the VOD and whatnot. But honestly, thank you guys so much for tuning in to this stream. I am so happy that all of you, you know, decided to tune in and whatnot. Honestly, it's honestly amazing that I had, you know, this many viewers at night. Lure was good. Thank you so much, Yuki, for joining us. Thank you so much to the Cat of the Kittersons for, you know, joining us, as well as Phantom Cat and all that stuff. And also thank you to Ona for also joining us. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Honestly, again, hit us up on Twitter and whatnot. Hit us with that follow. Join our fan Discord and whatnot for more Berry World SMP. But in the meantime, let's go ahead and shout out the one person who decided to follow. Dragosphere, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to the Emerald Evolution. Hope you enjoy your stay. And that is going to do it, guys. Honestly, thank you so much for tuning in to Berry World SMP. And, you know, stay tuned to the channel because we're going to have more streams coming as soon as possible. But in the meantime, this is YouCantJustice, and I'll see you guys in the next stream. Bye-bye!